Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Your buddy John Megacycle here. Another matchup for today. The Reaper-17 versus Traveler-59. Both subfactions of Skrin. We're going to see who gets the opportunity, I'll just leave that, to invade planet Earth and fight off whoever is the winner between Steel Talons and Marked of Cain. I have everything set up here as you can see. Colors, no team, hard, AI, and balanced. 10,000 monies. Let's do this thing.
Structure sold. You have lost.
Now, I'm going to be very honest with you right out the gate. Skrin is one of the least known factions in my mind. I don't really know a lot of the specifics between Traveler and Reaper, but we're going to get somewhere here. We're going to get a bit of a lesson today. First off, right away refineries, I can see with how long this is taking to build. Yep. Or extractor, I think they're called. Yep. One of the biggest differences between Skrin and any other faction or race is there is no silo capacity. They can just stockpile and stockpile and stockpile and stockpile resources to no end, which means you can build up a really sizable bank account without really paying attention. Whereas GDI and NOD, you have a limit and you've got to spend that down. Again, right away with the foundry, which is the crane strat we saw earlier. 2 power plants and a refinery. It's taken on. Oh, there's another foundry too. Okay, interesting. Seeing a lot of buildup here. Shielded harvesters for one, non-shielded harvesters for another. That's going to be another key difference here. I really wish I did know more about Skrin. I guess I just don't know well enough. Traveler-59 in the south. So Reaper's the one who's going to be more shield-oriented, I'm going to assume. Third refinery, one of these is going to get sold. I bet. No? Third refinery, yep, that one got toasted. Starting to notice a lot of similarities when it comes to the base AI, which is always interesting. Just to watch it like unfurl and unfold on itself, right? I always think that's interesting anyway. Where's your third harvester? Am I high? Oh, there it is. Gosh, I must be more tired than I thought. Oh, no, it's not that I'm tired. It's just that it's not docking appropriately. Yep, that's been a bug since day one with Tiberium Wars. That's been a thing. The harvester will just dock wherever the heck it wants, when it wants. Okay, already a nerve center, which is synonymous with the outpost from, well, the radar. The radar equivalent of GDI and NOD is the nerve center. Nerve center here. No military. Let's put that on the table right now. No military yet. Another refinery. Are these factions just here to devour the earth? Like, I'm not seeing any conquest in another refinery, I'm gonna guess. $5. Oh, a tech assembler. I owe myself $5. Oh wait, is this foundry making a refinery? Yes, it is. Okay, I don't know myself squat. What is with this? These guys are very, very lockstep. Okay, gravity stabilizer required for Air Force. Now, are we seeing a gravity stabilizer here? Or more power? Okay, our first outposty unit, the Explorer. Emissary is the NOD equivalent. I'm seeing some stuff, probably some Storm Riders. Okay, vehicle. So the Warp Sphere is the vehicle equivalent. Oh, and there's another Explorer here. Some very passive levels of expansion going on. Okay, signal transmitter required for heavier vehicles, the Devastator Warship. That makes sense. Devastator Warship is like an airborne artillery unit. It can outrange all anti-air, which makes that really frustrating to fight. I'm counting 2 refineries, or 3 refineries, 5 harvesters. What do we got down here? 3 refineries, 4 harvesters? Yeah, looks right. Oh, another air factory. Interesting. Okay. These are going to be called Shardwalkers. They're good anti-infantry, anti-air. They're a nice mix. You can also, with most Skrin vehicles, you can have buzzers attached to them. Oh, combine. Combine with buzzers. The buzzers are, well, think of them as like flying razor blades, I guess is how I would think of them as. What did you build that just put you offline? Huh, weird. A lot of Devastator warships. This is going to be interesting. Oh, what just went up? Oh, the refinery just went up. Okay. Where's the expansion point for this guy? Oh, yeah, right down here. Not seeing any new refineries or anything. Not really too sure who to vote for. I kind of have a good mental picture of the capacities and capabilities of these two teams, these two sub-factions, but I don't know, like, it's like, oh yeah, definitely gonna go Reaper. Absolutely. I don't really have any strong feels about it quite yet. Not seeing a ton of strong expansion out of either of these. Just getting at their money. Oh! Reaper tripods. Okay, this is where we're gonna see something a bit more offensive. I guess if I had to classify this unit, it's a very mammoth tank equivalent. Ooh. Oh, that's going to be devastating. These tripods can do quite a bit of damage. Yep. That is going to hurt a lot. Oh, gosh, and it just keeps coming. Oh, carrier. Planetary assault carrier, yeah. Traveler better do Traveler, right? Yeah, Traveler better freaking do something about this, or he's gonna lose his entire economy at no cost to Reaper. Okay, there we go. There's the artillery I was talking about. Now these Shardwalkers could do some serious damage against Air Force units if they get in there. And now that the Shardwalkers are done, this tripod has no defense whatsoever against Air Force. Ooh, our first Rift Generator. Reaper really getting to push on the long game here. Now, if Traveler pushes, Traveler can get a lot of damage done in here. Probably going to need a few more carriers. But you send two of those artillery class airships up here. Move them to the left, you can get a ton of damage done on the free. Also, as we mentioned before, here's an abandoned husk. Any engineer can take that over. And offline again. You're just having all kinds of bad times, huh? Oh, Rift Generator. Rift Generator for Traveler just came online. Well, it got built and then immediately went offline. But still the case. Still the point. It being built at all is interesting. Devastator warships doing some pretty impressive work. These carriers, this carrier here doing some real work too. I don't know, to be honest, I would probably sell the Warp Chasm, get 3 more carriers, and then see what I could do about a push. Traveler took a really huge hit on the economy side. So this, yeah. I'd consolidate all this so hard. Vehicles can be repaired by whatever factory they came out of. So just hovering the Air Force back over here, some easy repairs can be made. But as it stands right now, with all the gun Shardwalkers and stuff floating around, I really think Reaper has something here. I'm not seeing the Tiberium replication pods. I can't remember what they're called, but they're little things that you put exactly right here on the vein, right at the opening, and it kicks out more Tiberium seed for you to get a little bit more help in there. Also, another thing I noticed is I have not seen a single special ability being used yet. Oh my gosh, why? That was $1,000 you just PP'd away. Oh, so bad. Man, you better hope you don't lose that carrier. That carrier's been pulling the weight. Traveler should be really, really far ahead. Okay, there's another carrier. With how much damage they are doing, with almost no real cost. But Reaper definitely doubling down on harvesting operations. Also, Traveler better get its butt in gear, because in the next 4 minutes, it's going to get rift generated at. Right? That's how verbs work. Generator word. Oh, now 2 tripods. How's this gonna work? Exactly as it has before. Now, one thing to note about promotions, if you're unfamiliar with this game, is promotions on a unit basis go on a per hit basis. If you have, let's say, a rifleman, or a militia, or something that just has a gun, and it attacks a structure, it doesn't get its experience points by destroying the structure, which is common with a lot of other of these RTSs. It gets a little bit of experience every time it pulls the trigger, and every time it hits. So, a rifleman will eventually level up, even when it's attacking a structure or a vehicle, a thing that it normally couldn't deal damage to very effectively. Now, are you healing? It is really hard to tell. I think you're at the level where you can start healing. Just automagically. Okay, these Ravagers, I think, will also be able to attack air. Yeah, we're starting to see more anti-air. Oh, I might be... Oh. Oh, is that what I think that is? Eradicator Hexapod? Did I hear that? Oh, we did. Oh, we did. Eradicator Hexapod. Ooh. That's our first superclass unit of the game. That's going to be an interesting fight for sure. Traveler better be using all the cards up his sleeve to get this done. 2 minutes remaining on the first rift generator. That's going to be a terrible surprise. No base defenses here. Is it still... It might still be deploying. Oh yeah, it very well is. Oh man, be ashamed if this assimilator came over and just ganked it, right? Yoink. Okay, so outpost is online, now what? Real issue I'm seeing here... Oh, there we go. That's exactly what I was going to say. I was like, I'm not seeing Traveler doing any pushing whatsoever. He definitely has overwhelming force at this point. That Eradicator Hexapod, I don't think can attack the air. So, lots of free damage. Take out the anti-air units first, and then free damage all around. Oh, no, they're just attacking the Hexapod. And the Hexapod can heal itself, I'm sure. Wow, what a gratuitous waste of units. Also, fun fact, for whatever the Hexapod destroys or is destroyed within range, they get a little kicker. I'm very confident they've made back like $2,000 with all that Air Force. Yep, this is over. This is over. Reaper wins. Ah, that is so disappointing. Because I really thought that Traveler had all the stuff necessary to get the job done. Really had enough Air Force, did exactly as I was hoping for. Wait until you have a couple of carriers, really build up and reinforce the line, and then send it in and just snap the crap out of them. There's the rift. Yep, that deals a lot of damage. Everything here is just a cakewalk now. It takes almost nothing to ruin the rest of the base. And that's dead. And this is dead. Yep. And this is dead. Yep, that's it for Traveler. Traveler, oof. Anything with the expansion over here? No, it's getting nickel and dimed like crazy. Oof, if anything about all this, the thing that's even worse about the AI is it really doesn't understand an order of operations in my mind. Like, every couple of seconds, if that, the AI, each unit should say, what is the best thing I'm fighting at? Or what is the unit or structure closest I can deal the most damage to? After that, it should make that decision following another decision saying, what is dealing the most damage to me? That way you kind of have like some sort of a self-preservation sort of a thing. Problem with the Air Force for Traveler, literally everything just attacked the Hexapod. Hexapod's huge. It can take the damage, and it did. And then that was just the end of it. That was literally the end of it right there, by that one bad attacking decision. That did the whole thing in. Yeah, the Hexapod's just gonna ruin everything here. Move the Hexapod over to the middle. Everything that gets destroyed, you make money. Yep. The range isn't massive, but you gotta be a little closer than this to get into the gold. Get into that cashish. Tough break for Traveler. Really tough break for Traveler. Too much inactivity, too much not doing anything is what shut it down. And shut it down real hard. Yeah, you can tell exactly when the Air Force went in and when it fell. Yep. That's yikes. Okay. Well, let's try that again, shall we? Let's see if Traveler has any better luck this time.
Structure sold. You have lost.
Yes, such terrible, terrible news. Power plant for Reaper. Interesting. Definitely refinery I see there. Oh, man, an infantry rush. We've not seen this yet. Actually, we did. I think we saw Steel Talons or Zocom do it. So I take that back. We have seen it before, and this is just going to be a bunch of simulators, aka engineers. You're going to the Mutant Hovel for sure. You're going to the Tiberium Spike for sure, and now Refinery. Yep. Yep, there it is. Handful of disintegrators, 5 or 6 disintegrators, and 2 buzzers is all you need to go absolutely ape crap on somebody else's base. For sure. Get a lot of work done that way. A foundry, okay. Power plant. Foundry, alright. Interesting to see how this is going to pan out. Reaper, the fan favorite from last match. Two refineries, 2 harves, okay. 1 refinery still. Gonna take a little bit of time for that to come through. For the money to come through for that second refinery. So, Traveler getting a second and a third refinery online really has a nice boost, but I wouldn't really say has an economic advantage because I've already seen, well, these spikes are doing a pretty good job keeping the money going. Oh, no. I don't know. I keep flip-flopping. Definitely think Traveler's in the lead economically. And this is the only military unit they have, buzzers. I'm really hoping we're not going to see another Black Hand episode where it's no production. Something big is happening. Because they are cash stalling like crazy. 3 refineries, 3 harvesters. 2 refineries, 3 harvesters. Yep, that's expected. That's expected. There's our little bastards, those disintegrators. Ugh, they hurt, and they hurt bad. Oof. Oof. Okay. 3 refineries, 4 harvesters. I'm not sure if they're going to poof that one away. I know the AI doesn't deal with a 1-to-1. Like, they'll poof away a harvester. But now that it's a 3-to-4, maybe they'll keep it around. Okay. Technology assembler. Already seen Traveler kind of ramp up the tech tree a bit. I don't see a nerve center. Nerve cluster? Nerve center? I don't see that anywhere. Okay. Again, with the Air Force. Which isn't a bad take. Like, even 8 Storm Riders or a dozen Storm Riders can really be an effective piece of garrison. Now, okay, Reaper already moving in. Now, Seekers this time, better against vehicles. Whereas the Gunwalkers were better against infantry, but the Seekers can still attack the air. So I'm not seeing a lot of anti-infantry capability here. And I'm not seeing really any defensive capability here. Did this come from Reaper? No, I think that came from... Oh, that did. Okay, Traveler, what you got? What you got? You have 2 production queues stalling. That's neat. They're going to get got before anything comes online. These buzzers are going to have to work crazy overtime to get some work done. And unfortunately, not enough. Took out a couple of units, though. Now, buzzers are going to come out of these broken buildings. So that might be helpful. Nope. It's just too much. Okay, Devastator Warship. That's going to be able to get some serious work done. Will it be enough, though, is the question. Yeah, if it were me, honestly, I would have gone a couple of the lighter aircraft before trying to double down on something so heavy. Yeah, because now barely has enough money to get anything done. This Tiberium's not going to last forever. Very soon, that's going to just poo-poo and disappear. And by that time, Reaper might have enough hardware that none of this is going to matter. Yep, still more of the Seeker tanks. I love the Air Force strat, but it's just too slow. I guess to modify the build order, go with the nerve center. Go with the nerve center, because I think you need that for the aircraft at all. But get rid of this tech assembler, get rid of this signal transmitter, get a couple of the Storm Riders up and online. What do we got here? Anything? 2 production queues almost done. But not producing a single thing. You take care of these Seekers, you'll be alright. Still nothing. Oof. He's got 1 refinery, 5 harvesters. 2 refineries, 5 harvesters. And now no air anything. Yep, this is already a done deal. Reaper already come in redefining the rules, getting that quick rush, and now the Gunwalkers. Now with this many Gunwalkers, any sort of aircraft is going to be a moot point. And you know what? Oh, there we go. Another Devastator warship. If he had a carrier, this might be okay, but now I don't see any refineries anywhere. So, yep, there we go. The big sellout. I think he could have saved a lot more of his base if he reconsolidated his stuff a lot faster. But yet, now none of this matters. There's so much anti-air. I don't know where these harvesters are going, because there's nothing left. And more reinforcements from Reaper coming from the south. Reaper moving into full production, full harvesting operations. A Devourer tank. So that's a high-end land unit we haven't seen lately. And a Stasis Chamber. Interesting stuff. Reaper very much sticking to the ground tactics, which have been really working out for them. Yeah, there's Storm Riders. Unfortunately, way too little, way too late. Storm Riders don't need to be rearmed, which is really nice, but they work best in packs of, I would say, 8 or more. I wouldn't throw a single Storm Rider at anything, unless it was like an engineer that was just lazily making its way across the battlefield. But yeah, too many Gunwalkers. There are so many buzzers about. Okay, not too sure why the retreat. Oh, just picking off some of the rest of the harvesters. And now the double back. The Devourer tank I don't really see too often, but it's pretty interesting. They can suck up Tiberium, the Tiberium crystals, and amplify their damage. I think they get like a power shot or something. To be honest, I don't use them. I don't usually play Skrin on top of that, but right now there's just going to be a lot of tearing apart of everything. Buzzer's going absolutely ham on the Tiberium Spike. Doesn't freaking matter because it deals almost no damage. You can see the repair reticle on off, 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 on off. You know, you see that, and it's just not, it's just not going to get anywhere. We could spend the rest of our lives, or until the heat death of the universe, whatever comes first, to watch this not get killed. And because this thing's kicking out $10 a second or whatever, this player will have infinite money in order to commit said repairs. A couple of Storm Riders flipping around. This is going to be it. Reaper is going to be moving on to the next round. Easily. That's it. Yep. Pretty straightforward. This all came down to very, very brisk rush tactics. Reaper's going to be moving into the second round. Yeah, there's really nothing to highlight here. No units. Look at that. Look at that gap. Right about the 5-minute mark, you can clearly see a huge differential from these two factions. So, what's next? We're going to see Steel Talons and the Marked of Cain fight it out. They're going to determine who is going to be the ruler, the supreme, the ultimate of planet Earth, and then the defender against Reaper. So, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you for the next round. Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Thanks for checking out my video. I also want to take a moment to thank all my supporters and donators, and if you'd like to join up with me and game with my crew, all the information to get connected is in the description below. Thanks again, and I hope to catch you next time.